Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 21st to the 30th, 2019, that's 2019 reading for you today. Now I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude. So I want to thank you so very much, whether you are new or old to this channel, for stopping in and listening to these readings. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I absolutely adore reading for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information is going to be pinned to the top of the comment box below, meaning it is going to be the very first comment in the comment box below. It will also have the links to the cards that I use. So let's see now, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what June 21st to the 30th, 2019 has in store for you. Libra, June 21st to the 30th, 2019, Libra. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. June 21st to the 30th, 2019, Libra. Fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, we have you. You're showing up as the Page of Swords. So you are represented by the swords in the minor arcana. You're represented by the Justice card in the major arcana. With the Page, this is learning. This is being a student of what it is that you want. This is learning something new. This is also saying that you're going to be very receptive to learning new things during these 10 days, the last 10 days of June. So if there's anything that you've felt as if you want to discover, you want to kind of go after, now's the time to do it. You're going to be very successful in learning new things, in, adding new concepts and ideas to your repertoire, to what it is that you can do. All right. So if you're looking to take a class, if you're looking, if you've thought of reading a book or, watching some things online on how to improve yourself, this is the time to do it. You're also going to be guided by Spirit when it comes to this learning, when it comes to this developing. So know here that you're going to be kind of divinely guided. So if there's something that kind of starts to tickle your fancy during the last 10 days of June, really go after it. You're also going to be getting messages that are going to be rather physical, okay? Meaning that you can touch them, you can see them, they're here on this physical plane. Listen to those messages. It's Spirit connecting with you, talking to you. Now, you're slowly and steadily moving forward towards your prosperity. You might actually be getting a bit frustrated that things aren't moving as quickly as you would like them to. Also, some of you are really looking at improving yourselves and improving your financial gain, your financial prosperity, all right? And so you'll be learning something, you'll be exploring something, that a class, something to that effect that really helps you move forward to the prosperity that you want. It can also be that you've had something that you've always wanted to do and you've always dabbled, but now you're really looking at making it a little bit more serious. This is also an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. If you have this within your chart, look at where it comes up in your chart, and that's the place that you need to focus. So if it comes up, in your moon, in your rising, but also in your Venus, in your, Jupiter, in your Mercury, it all depends. So look at where it comes up within your chart and see where this earth sign energy, if it does at all, really is moving you forward. But this is also you being the knight, being the defender of what it is that you want and really taking things into your own hands. Then we have, so the Knight of Pentacles energy is really talking about and connecting with this Virgo right here, because both of these are earth sign energies. This is a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. So some of you Libras might very well be seeing things moving forward, to where it is that you want to be, kind of looking at what it is that you desire, turning inward by this period of August 23rd to September 22nd. You might have had a very introspective time until then, or you're building up to a very introspective time. Actually, that's much more it. You're building up to a very introspective time, but you're letting your passions guide you. You are letting your passions also guide your feet. And there's a sense of going through a transformation to where it is that you truly want to be. Again, this is much more quiet. So know that this is going to be This isn't a firework time, okay? I know everybody wants a firework time that the neighbors can see and everybody oohs and ahs, but this is something very quiet, very much a personal development. And it's really something that's really quite beautiful. Then we have the Three of Wands. You're having your ships come in, but you're also sending your ships out. Something unexpected is going to happen that really makes you look at things differently, really makes you look at yourself differently. And then that's something unexpected. It is also at your root right here. The Fool card is saying take that leap of faith. Take that leap of faith to where it is that you want to be, to what it is that you want to develop. Now is the time to go for it. Mentally, you've been thinking about it, you've been studying, understanding, building. You know, some of you have even been journaling. I'm just seeing here kind of really mapping things out, and now you're moving forward towards it. Slow and steady, but also take that leap. Don't overthink it, Libra. And some of you are going to have a tendency to overthink things before you act. This is saying here, really listen to Spirit. Spirit is guiding you for these next 10 days. Go for it. Go for it. Jump. And here, that's exactly it. There's going to be a fear with the Eight of Swords that you're not going to be able to move forward, that there's going to be a failure, that you've missed something. You can't plan for everything. You just can't. All right? And if you try to, you're going to make yourself insane because there are always going to be variables that you didn't see. There are always going to be different ways. All right? So here, this is feeling overwhelmed. This is feeling as if, you know, you're making a mistake. It's being way too much in your own head. And then your final card, I love it, is the Strength card. So you have here Virgo and Leo. So Leo time period goes straight into Virgo time period. July 23rd to August 22nd is Leo. And then we have Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. This is going to be a powerful time for you. It's going to be a time of action, all right, very much so. Here with the Strength card, it's your inner strength. And your strength comes, Libra, through your ability to really look at things, understand things. It's also going to say here that some of you actually might be having a bit of trouble with a Leo when it comes to what it is that you want, okay? Because you've had trouble with them in the past, some of you, okay, here, all right? Or they're not understanding what it is that you're saying, right? And it makes you feel stuck. It makes you feel like you can't move forward. And it doesn't have to be just a Leo. It can be somebody who's very pushy, all right? Very much thinks that they know best, thinks that you should follow them. And because, Libra, you are so agreeable, you are just a really nice person, you're going to think, oh my gosh, and you're going to start questioning yourself. And that can lead to things being overwhelming. Now, that's for some of you. For others of you, you are going to take this leap of faith and be frightened that you have made the wrong decision. And then you have the Strength card here saying, keep on going. Keep on going forward. You know, go after what it is that you want. You have unlikely allies leading you to the place that you want to be. Then we have the Three of Swords, okay? Not my favorite card to see. All right, the Five of Wands. There's something coming up here, some sort of argument, some sort of pain, but it's actually going to bring you new beginnings, which is really quite lovely. Now, I don't have you taking yet, and we'll see at the end if your subconscious message, if you take it, well, actually, we do have you taking it in a sense with the Hermit, with the wand lighting his path and the walking stick. So yes, you are taking this Ace of Wands, this, you know, gift of new beginnings from God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. And you are going to be moving forward. But here with the Three of Swords, some of you, you're moving forward in your prosperity, but you're just going to feel as if, you know, you don't want to do it anymore. You want to call a timeout, just kind of hide away. And then we have here inner turmoil. That's why you're studying. That's why you're looking. That's why you're building an understanding. It can also be around a Virgo, because right here, if you see this kind of serpent line right here, it's, you know, moving forward in your strength, knowing what it is that you want, studying, understanding, connecting with Spirit, turning inward, and then kind of chaos. And it can also be that this chaos has made you turn inward. That's much more it. This chaos has made you turn inward. And now you're asking questions. And it's saying here, do not limit yourself. Do not look at things and think, okay, it can only be one way that things are going to move forward. Because with the Strength card here, you have unlikely allies, but you also have unlikely avenues that are going to lead you forward, that are going to help you embrace what it is that you want. Now let's see what your fairy guidance is. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Libra, June 21st to the 30th, 2019. Libra, June 21st to the 30th, 2019. Happiness, oh, I love it. And nurture that inner child. A lot of people, you know, as we grow, we forget about that inner child. We forget about that person that we were when we were smaller. We try to silence it. Don't do that to yourself. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Libra, June 21st to the 30th, 2019. Libra, June 21st to the 30th, 2019. Libra. Wish, and this one right here. And motivation. So we're starting off with wish. And it says, a wish motivates the heart's desires, keeping hope and faith alive. Okay, so there is something here that you have been wishing for since you were very young. All right, and this is something that keeps you going. This is something that is your fuel. All right, Libra. And then the color that I'm focusing on here is red. That's healing and cleansing your root chakra. Is going to be very beneficial for you. Then we have motivation. Motivation kindles the passion and energy needed to work towards your goals. All right, so you have this motivation, and it is going to be what keeps you going, that end goal, seeing yourself completing things, seeing yourself moving forward the way that you want to. The color that shines through here is green, and that's healing and cleansing your heart chakra. Very beneficial. Then we have happiness. Happiness is an overall state of complete being, connecting with yourself, connecting with what it is that you truly want. Do not limit yourself. Libra, you're going to have a tendency to do that. You're going to have a tendency to just kind of say, oh no, I couldn't possibly. Don't do that to yourself, because you can. You can, you will, and you are succeeding, all right? Even though at times you're going to feel the complete opposite. You're going to feel as if you just can't do it. You want to take a time out. You want to just kind of hide away. Don't hide, because this right here, this Three of Swords and the Five of Wands, this can take over the whole entire reading, especially when we have the Eight of Swords right here, and that can be all that you can focus on. It's just feeling overwhelmed, feeling as if you're not going to move forward, and everything else is saying that you're going for it. I mean, your root is the Fool. Your root is you taking that leap of faith, going after what it is that you want, you know, letting nobody decide your destiny for you. Then we have nurture. Keep your inner child nurtured, and you will thrive with vitality, okay? Listen to that inner child. Do not ignore it. So many people do. And then you just see them. They just go through the motions. No, connect with that inner child and thrive, because you will be. You will be, Libra. You will be thriving. At the heart of everything is you. And at the heart of everything, it's really funny because we have nurture that inner child, and then we have the child coming up. Pages also represent children cards. So here, or represent children. So here is the Page of Swords. This is connecting with your inner child. This is also being a student, okay? It doesn't negate anything that I have said before, but it is also saying here that connecting with your inner child at your heart, okay, and knowing that spirit is guiding you is going to be highly beneficial to the way that you move forward, to the way that you embrace what it is that you want. You will be getting messages. It will be speaking to your heart and your inner child. Okay, do not stop learning. Do not stop being curious. Do not stop, you know, exploring your avenues and building greatness for yourself. Okay, do not stop that, because you are moving forward to that place that you want to be. You have the Knight of Pentacles right here, slowly and steadily building and achieving what it is that you want, embracing prosperity. And at times you're going to think, you know, I'm moving too slowly. I couldn't possibly do this. I'm not getting where it is that I want, because at your crown is not only the Knight of Pentacles, it's also the Three of Swords in your clarifying, okay? So this is speaking to the way that you're thinking about things. And because swords represent the mind, there is a sense that you feel overwhelmed, that you feel as if, you know, things aren't moving forward the way that you would want them to, and it's just as if you want to hide away. Know that you are moving forward towards the prosperity that you want, okay? The doubts and the fears, they're there. Yes, they're real, but they're always real, and they will always be there. As long as you are human, there will be doubts and fears. Let yourself be afraid. Let yourself be angry. Let yourself have your emotions, but do not let your emotions rule you, Libra, because it's very important to say, okay, I'm not going to shove them down and ignore who I am or how I'm feeling. I am going to express it, you know, even if it's, you know, getting really mad and screaming and punching your pillow, or having a good cry in the shower, or, you know, writing out in a booklet and ripping out the pages and burning them of how angry you are and how frustrated you are and how, you know, wretched you might feel, just to let it all out and then to burn it away so that it's no longer a part of you. I mean, do it safely, do it over a sink and water and everything like that. But here, there's really just a need to let out the frustration so you can continue moving forward in prosperity. Now, for some of you, you are going to have frustration towards an earth sign, most likely a Virgo, though it doesn't have to be. It can be somebody who, you know, kind of is turning inwards, not turning inwards, but who says certain things and then doesn't always, is more into what they're doing than what you're doing. And that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, says things, oh goodness, I put these the wrong way, who says things, who, you know, kind of sparks your fire, makes you feel really upset, and then kind of disappears. And you're like, wait, what? I thought you just started something. You just brought up all these feelings, all these emotions within me, and now you're done, you're good, that's it. So be prepared for that, because it can be somebody, yeah, it can be, and it's most likely linked to this Virgo, but it's also going to be linked to somebody. It can be linked also to an Earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. It can also be somebody who is making you turn inward. It doesn't have to be that they're a Virgo. It can be somebody who is making you look at yourself differently and maybe calling you out on things that we as human beings, sometimes we don't want to see certain aspects about ourselves. So here, this is something where you turn inward. You're looking at what it is that you want from your life, where it is that you want to be. Your passion is guiding you. It's guiding your eyes. It's guiding your feet. And you're going through a transformation. You're seeing where it is that you want to be. There's some sort of sense of the fact that you're not content where it is that you are right now. And that comes from this line right here. It's mostly of the mind, because even the Hermit, even though it is an Earth sign, and it talks about this earthly plane, this is about the mind. You turn inward, you turn into the mind. So here we have the Three of Swords, the Hermit, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. This is going to be mental conflict within yourself. These are going to be times where that little voice inside your head is just super, super nasty. And it says things to you that you would never think of saying to anyone. And if you did say it to somebody, people would look at you like you were the rudest person on earth. So be prepared to have that kind of nasty voice saying, you couldn't possibly move forward. You can't possibly go after what it is that you want. Well, it's in complete opposition to the Three of Pentacles, not the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands right here. This is your ships coming in. This is also you going after what it is that you want, sending those ships out. Something surprising is coming. Okay? And it's going to make you sit there and say, you know what, I can. Because you have the repeat of the number 3. This is a divine number. You have a repeat of the number 8. You are working so hard. You are focused. You are, going for it. So here, this is, again, saying you can. You can, even if your mind is saying that you can't. The mind is coming from fear. It's coming from doubts. It's, it's making you question. And you have to step back. And you have to say, what is it that you truly want? And then you have to look at that little voice within your head that says you can't. Okay? And you have to silence it because you can. Or you have to tell it, you know what? You're wrong. You're wrong, because it can be the voice of your third grade teacher. It can be the voice of one of your or both of your parents. It can be the voice of a bully that you had in school, okay, that put those insecurities, that spoke those insecurities over you. And now you're saying, you know what? You were wrong. And you have been wrong my whole entire life. I'm not listening to you anymore. And now you're seeing things start to change. Now you're seeing yourself going after what it is that you truly want. And something is going to surprise you, Libra. You're taking a leap of faith. You have to. Take a leap of faith within yourself. Just kind of jump and go for it. Go after what it is that you want. Go after what it is that you desire. It doesn't matter if everybody else thinks you're being foolish, right? If you know that this is right for you, if you've planned it out, if you have it in your heart, and this is your motivator to really start to change your life so that it is a life of happiness, it's a life that nurtures that inner child, then it's time to jump. Yes, emotions are running high, but you're following your bliss. And the angels are blessing you. The angels are walking with you. Doubts and fears. Oh my gosh, can I do this? It's being way too much in your own head. When you feel yourself starting to turn inward, okay, and starting to overthink and overanalyze and pick apart things that people say to make it so that they are, not believing in you, instead of sitting there and saying, okay, that's their opinion. All right, and it's really hard. It's really easy to say, say that's the person's opinion and it doesn't affect you, but it's really, really hard to actually do it. Because words, what was it, Cher, who said words are like weapons, they wound sometimes? They can cut to the bone. And it's saying here, do not live those words over and over and over again. Because if you do, it's going to be like an echoing cave. That's all you'll hear. You'll be turning into your own mind and it will be all that you hear. That you can't, that you won't, that you can't, that you won't. Stop it. Stop it. Stop the storm. Calm the emotions. Step back. Know that you are not stuck. You aren't. You're free. At your root is freedom. Here, yes, it's being stuck. It's being tied to this rock. The opposite of freedom. Captured. But you're okay. Break these bonds. You can break the seaweed and you can move forward to where it is that you want to be. You have the strength. Now, yes, there are some conflicts here with a Leo and with a Virgo, okay? Or with somebody who just thinks they know best and thinks that they can tell you your life. Can they? Are you going to give somebody that power over you? Libra, claim your power, because this is unlikely allies. This is your strength, comes from your beauty, comes from your heart, comes from your soul. All right? This is you charging forward towards the unknown, towards what it is that you desire. This is what you want. You want freedom. You want strength. You want beauty of self and prosperity of this world. Do not let other people dictate what it is that you're supposed to be doing and where it is that you're supposed to be heading. Clarifying cards. 3 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Wands. So this is completely different. This card, it's like one of these things is not like the other. This card is beautiful. This card is happiness, new beginnings, prosperity, going for it. These two cards, inner conflict. It can also be an argument that you have with somebody where it's just kind of like you're like a tea kettle and you're just boiling over, okay? And the whistle just screeches, okay? An old-fashioned tea kettle. So here, this is saying that it can be you have an argument with someone. It's coming. You know, it had to come. Things had to be said. Or it can also be that you just have this inner conflict, this sense of, you know, again, being way too much in your own mind, having the negativity of others that were spoken over you starting to become your truths, or thinking that they are your truths and they're not anymore. Okay, or they never were. They were other people's truths. They were other people's ways of viewing reality. But because they were spoken over you, and because they made that impression, and because they might have hit on an insecurity or a kernel of truth, they became part of your consciousness. And you're not having that anymore. You really aren't. This is doubts and fears. And this is, you know, letting yourself feel these emotions. Okay? Doubt, fear. It can even be shame over something. It doesn't have to be something big. It can just be something that you feel guilty about. Let yourself have these emotions, but let them go. Let them not rule your life. Don't let them sit in the pit of your stomach, you know, and giving you agita and just making you feel horrible. This is you claiming your power, okay? And the way that you claim your power is by saying, yes, I'm flawed. Yes, I've messed up. Yes, there's conflict inside me. Yes, sometimes I would rather just run away and stop all of this, but you don't. You have new beginnings and blessings coming your way from God's source spirit. Do not use them in conflict. Use them in inner power, okay? Inner prosperity. Your subconscious message is the Empress. You're changing the whole game. You really are, Libra. You're claiming your power. You know what it is that you want. You are embracing the sacred feminine, okay? You're embracing your sacred soul, okay? You are, yeah, that's it. You're sighing. And you are creating what it is that you want. You're finding that the knowledge that is at your heart, that you have accumulated, that you have built off of, is going to grow and grow and grow so that you become the person that you want to be. You may feel as if you were cast down, and you may have been cast down, but you will not be cast down anymore. Take the messages that are coming. Listen to the messages that are surrounding you from spirit. They're going to lead you forward. Here you have, at your root, you have the horse, you know, moving forward. Here at your heart, you have the horse here at your crown, your heart, and your root. She is the goddess of horses. This is the goddess of movement. This is the goddess that's saying you are moving forward to where it is that you want to be, to what it is that you desire. Do not doubt yourself. You are creating the future that you want. Do so with pride. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. If you've made it all the way to the end, bravo. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Bye, guys.